Hey folks, so today we're testing out this Neewer ND filter that I just got. It's a dual 2-in-1 ND filter and a CPL filter. And basically the reason I would get something like this is because I want to control the aperture and control more things in the camera. Like for example, right now it's not even sunny out and I've got to run this at an aperture of like f5 or f5.6 just to get the exposure level right and keep it at 60, at the shutter speed at 60. So this will allow me to control the aperture more and to adjust for brightness and still maintain the settings that I like in my filming. Now, the two things that I want to test on this today is one, how does it handle bright sunlight? Right now it's overcast, but it's going to be sunny here in a minute, so I want to see how this will handle bright sunlight. And I want to see how it will, if it gets dark enough to get any kind of long exposures in bright sunlight. So those are the two things I want to test out on this guy. So this is with the filter attached, and I've just adjusted the slider until I hit the right exposure that I like. I didn't go by any, there's no real numbers on it or anything, but very simple. These external sliders right here that allows you to adjust the brightness, as you can see there, without having to actually spin anything. You just kind of pull these slightly. This seems to work pretty well. Again, I'm not in really bright sunlight, but I have a long ways to go. So I can make it this much darker. Let's see. Okay, that's full bright. Now let's take it as dark. So I can make it that dark, which tells me, let's brighten it up. So what that tells me is I think in full-blown bright sunlight, which we'll have here in a second, this is going to work very well. Still a bit dark. So here I am in direct sunlight, and I think I can't really see that well, but I think I'm controlling the background here pretty well, running at f2.8. Okay, so I brighten it up a hair as the sun keeps going in and out of the clouds. So yeah, this seems to be working really well, and it's really easy because the adjustments are right here on the front. Yeah, works well. So now let's see what the effect the CPL has on it. I'm going to get some different flowers and stuff around here with and without it and see if it makes any difference at all. Okay, so this is strictly testing the colors. This is with the filter on. Okay, now the filter is off. Now this is just the sky and the scene with the filter off. And this is at f16 just to keep the exposure at 0. So this is with the filter on. And again, I didn't change a single setting here. Yeah, so far it's working great. Right now is a perfect example of when I would need it, and it's holding up pretty well. This is the brightest I think I'm ever going to be in here. Direct sunlight, no clouds anymore, they're pretty much gone, and I can barely see the camera. However, I think it's working pretty well. Now I'm going to switch over. I think we have some running water over here. I want to see if I can get any kind of long exposure in direct sunlight and really push the limits of how dark it can go to see if it's effective in direct sunlight. I've been buying a lot of Neewer products lately because they're fairly inexpensive, and so far I've been really happy with everything I've bought. I bought the slider, the tripod that I'm on filming with now with the fluid head. They're a relatively inexpensive option. I'm not sponsored by them at all, but who doesn't want to save money? They're a lot less expensive than like the Manfrottos, and so far I'm getting really good results and I'm getting good quality. I gotta have realistic expectations for a $50 ND filter that's on a really large 82mm thread. So some of the other ones I was looking at were upwards of $150 to $200, and I just look, to me that's a little pricey. So far it seems to be doing a really good job, and that's all I care about. Is it doing what I want? I wanted to be able to use this lens at f2.8 out in really bright light. I think it's working pretty well. Some nice birds, some nice stuff going on. It's a beautiful morning. Let's go take a look at the park. Lug this camera gear around, but It's all right. Let's take a look. There's some nice stuff going on over here. Let's go check it out.